But yeah, but anyway, so you just got it that way and you proved it that way, and it was easy peasy, right? It really wasn't that big of a deal, right?
No, I mean, the longest part was just me sitting and waiting.
Got it.
In the consulate.
That's it. No big deal. And so he's just a regular guy, you know, with a regular job, you know, entrepreneur job, you know, type thing. And so again, going back to the immigration thing, so you basically got tired of renewing your tourist visa, which again, it wasn't a problem. It was just a pain in the butt that you had to keep going back.
Well, yeah, I would just have to drive over the border every few months to San Diego. And
get some food.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk up there in the north and in your area specifically about cartels and like, oh my God, it's dangerous, and like, you know, I even reached out to him because I was a little worried. I'm like, hey bro, you're right up there, what's going on? You know, like I heard there's a curfew, I heard all this, and so what happened? Anything happened? Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. Today's episode, I'm doing a little something different. We're going to be talking to my really good friend over here, what his life is about, and how you can live out here without a pension, without retirement, without any kind of anything like that. You can actually make it on your own, and it's not just me, but my good friend here. We were gonna have another friend come over, but he had to go do a gig. He's a saxophone player. In fact, let me just play a little clip, right? You were there filming him the other day. So yeah, as you saw, you know, that was our good friend, and you know, hit the. Bruh. We already had a few beers, you know. It's already we're on our way to go have a fun night out. So salute. And I brought the camera and I said, you know what? Let me interview him. Let me talk to him. You know, my really good friend, and we're gonna go from there. By the way, I keep saying my really good friend. I have no names or no nothing. Let's talk to him. What's up?
What's up? My name is Mike. I'm 31, and I live in Ensenada Baja, California right now.
You got my friend over here is living in Ensenada, which is, you know, closer to Tijuana, San Diego, you know, all the way Baja, you know, all the way where the fish tacos are from, right?
Yeah, fish tacos, shrimp tacos, birria, which is pretty popular in northern Mexico.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I always heard of birria, right? Yeah, but I didn't know where it was from, so that's where it's from.
Well, it's originally from, I think, Jalisco.
Okay.
But it's been adapted, and in the north it's really good as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The northern food is really good up there. So what do you do? What do you do for a living? Do you work in Mexico, or?
So I work living in Mexico. I am an audio engineer.
Okay.
I do sound design, post-production, audio mixing, dialogue editing. I do some music for fun as well. Okay,
but you work in Mexico? Like your
clients Mexican? No, I don't have any Mexican clients. All my clients are just people in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So basically you live in Mexico?
Yep.
In Ensenada, right? Originally you're American, right?
Yeah. So I grew up in New Jersey. I lived in L.A. for a while. Ended up going to Mexico 2 years ago. I've been in Mexico for 2 years now. I got my residency in January, so I was doing the tourist visa for about a year and a half or so.
Okay.
And then after that, I decided, you know what? I might as well just get the residency.
Okay. And how'd you get your residency?
I just basically had to prove to them, you know, I'm working, that I have some kind of an income.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't get it. I thought that you got it through family structure or something like that.
No. Just basically.
So you got it through income, based on income. Okay, look at that. 31, based on income, and you work for a living. I mean, and again, he's an entrepreneur working for himself, and his clients are, again, you could say you're a digital nomad, right? But I mean, you're not a nomad because nomads are people that are traveling everywhere. You know, I don't travel. I mean, I work digitally, you know, as well. But I'm not a nomad, right? You're not a nomad. No, so you're just a digital what?
I guess I would.
What's
I don't know. I just, I'm working in Mexico, and all of my clients are coming to me, and I basically based out of just one place.
And you work
in Ensenada.
You work, remotely, right? I mean, that's it. That's basically it. And then you just you have your clients, which are, Hollywood, whatever. They send him work, right? And then you just edit it, sound engineer it.
Yeah. Right? So basically I work with a lot of editors and producers who will basically prepare their edit, whatever it may be, commercial, short film, series.
Can I show one of your pieces here? Or is it like...
No, we can show something that's already been put out.
Okay. So, he's going to send me something, and I'm going to show it to you now.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
So that's what he does. Okay, so just so you can get an idea. And so he's just a regular guy, you know, with a regular job, you know, entrepreneur job, you know, type thing. And so again, going back to the immigration thing. So you basically got tired of renewing your tourist visa, which again, it wasn't a problem. It was just a pain in the butt that you had to keep going back.
Well, yeah, I would just have to drive over the border every few months to San Diego, and
get some food.
Just come back in. There was no problem ever. But yeah, after a while, it's like, you know, why shouldn't I just do the easy thing, which is, you know, if you can get residency, it makes your life easier here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you can get a bank account, and again, you can just show that ID for, you know, for just about anything. But yeah, so you just proved. I mean, I'm asking you, you know, thing about immigration because I know a lot of people care about this. So basically, so you just proved how much you made.
Right.
Which again, can I ask, or you don't want to talk about that?
I mean, I think at the time you basically had to prove you were making at least $2,000 some hundred a month.
Okay.
US dollars.
Yeah, and if you got a regular job, I mean,
it's pretty.
That's enough, right?
And that's the thing. Like, even as a freelancer, as long as you have your income coming in at a certain time, and you can just prove, hey, every month at least there's a certain amount coming in.
Yeah. And you got it at the consulate outside, or you got it in Mexico?
So I started actually by going through a lawyer, and he helped me get an appointment from Ensenada to go to Calexico, which is on the other side of Mexicali.
Oh, which is in Mexico?
In California.
Oh, okay, so California.
It's another border town.
Okay, so you basically, so because he got it the old way, the original way, meaning, you know, he had to go through the consulate.
Right.
And so you have to go through that way, because now, you know, I'm sure, I don't know when you're going to watch this video, whether it's before or after I interview, you know, Jose, the lawyer, but as you know, you can also, you know, get your immigration, you know, your residency, was it temporary or your permanent here in Mexico. But anyway, so you just got it that way and you proved it that way, and it was easy peasy, right? It really wasn't that big of a deal, right?
No, I mean, the longest part was just me sitting and waiting.
Got it.
In the consulate.
That's it. No big deal. Easy peasy. So, I mean, that's it. You can remember, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are keep, you know, worrying about, you know, whether you are going to be able to qualify, you know, to get your, you know, your immigration status or not. And like I keep telling you, there's many ways in which you can get it, and even again through solvency. You know what I mean? Again, all you gotta do is have a regular job. And look, let's be honest. You know, your job, you know what I mean, whatever you make. Obviously, you said you make more than $2,000. You make more than that, the minimum or what have you. But with that being said, most people these days they got to make more than that to survive in the USA, right? I mean, and you got to prove it to your landlord. You got to prove it to a lot of people that live in the USA. So the fact that you got to prove that you make, again, more than $2,000, whatever the hell, to the consulate to get it that way, it's not a problem. You know, I mean, honestly. So, and again, that's just to do it that way. But there's many ways in which, you know, you can get it. But anyways, I want to just ask you another thing. Since most of your clients are in the U.S., then you don't pay taxes in Mexico, right? All your taxes are to the U.S. when you do your taxes, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, I think you were talking about that, right? Because you were asking, because you're curious. And then, okay, so you got a little bit more confirmation on that. Yeah, okay. So, long story short, for those people that are wondering, if you're working for a U.S. company and you're a U.S. citizen, well, you pay taxes to the U.S. and that's it. You're not paying taxes to Mexico. The only taxes you would pay in Mexico would be, you know, sales tax for, you know, beer. When I went to go get my car registered, pay for the car registration. You know, just the basic, simple taxes. You know, like that we have to pay for that. You don't need all these tax forms for. The other tax, I mean, the one tax that you will have to pay outside of the basic tax, that you might need to go to the SAT. Right? Is it SAT or whatever it is if you buy a property like a house and you got to pay like property taxes and you got to do
I've never had
things.
to deal with anything like that personally.
Exactly. Yeah, me either. Not yet. And you know, at some point we will. You know what I mean? But not right now. And the same thing when it comes to, like, if say you have a business in Mexico. Let's say again, if his business was in Mexico and his clients were Mexican and everything was Mexican, well then of course he has to pay taxes and he has to do that whole thing. And that whole, so just wanted to kind of talk about that for a second, because I know that's something that a lot of people ask. Yeah, sorry, I know you. Okay, so we already know what you do for a living. We know you live in Ensenada. Yeah. All right. So so you're out here visiting. I mean, so you're out here visiting me. You know what I mean, some family as well. But like, you like to come out here a lot because you like the weather out here and shit.
I mean, the first time I came was just kind of on a whim. Yeah. I didn't really know anything about Merida. Yeah. And my coworker who was Mexican was like, dude, you should go. I've always heard good things. And he's never been. I was like, okay, I'll just go. And I really liked it. And I came back. Well, I went first in 2019, then I came back last year. and this is my second time this year coming.
Okay. And like, how do you? I mean, because you go to Cancun as well, right? And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, it's way different. I mean, here it's just like, everything's a lot more chill. I mean, even compared to like the north in Tijuana or Ensenada. I mean, Ensenada's a little bit different. It's a little bit more relaxed than Tijuana, but Tijuana's, you know, another beast compared to a city like Merida or. I mean, Cancun, you know, it could be maybe beastly in its ways. I don't really know too much about it, but it's a lot more relaxed here.
Calm.
You might say it's safer here as well.
Well, it is. It actually is. It's the safest city in all of Mexico, to be exact. No, but yeah, it's very different than Tijuana and Ensenada, where you're from, because Ensenada's, again, it's a little bit more quiet, but still very different.
I mean, I don't know how many people live now here in Merida, but Ensenada has
a little over 1 million.
Okay, Ensenada's like maybe 500,000, maybe more.
Oh, smaller. Look at that. Okay, but yet it feels louder over there, more action.
And I think it's a little bit more compact in some ways. Like the centro is a lot smaller maybe than the centro of Merida.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more spread out. But then there's also like a lot of stuff to see out there that's a lot different than here. So it's kind of like a complete, not even just like culturally, but geographically different spot.
Yeah, because again, I mean, you're closer to San Diego.
Yeah, there's like a lot of American influence.
Yeah. Because how far, I mean, from the border are you? Like a few hours, right?
Yeah, it's like a 90-minute drive to the border.
Okay, yeah, right there. Okay.
The longest thing is waiting to get back to the U.S. unless you pay for your little pass to basically have like easy pass border style.
Okay. So all right, So I mean, in Ensenada, you know, again up there, I want to ask you a question because something that, you know, hit my mind at the moment. There's been a lot of talk up there in the north and in your area specifically about cartels and like, oh my God, it's dangerous, and like, you know, I even reached out to him because I was a little worried. I'm like, hey bro, you're right up there, what's going on? You know, like I heard there's a curfew, I heard all this, and so what happened? Anything happened?
I mean, there was a lot of cars getting lit on fire basically. I think maybe even some of those cars were people, just civilians' cars that they were just, you know, maybe shoved down, the car was taken. And,
okay, so like the protests that we have in the U.S., right?
But they had like, you know, a curfew that allegedly the cartel is saying don't be on the streets, and you do see a lot of military people driving around, just like
trying to protect,
keeping things safe.
All quiet though.
But I mean, compared to here, there's like not nearly as many like police that you see.
Here in Merida, nothing. You know what I mean? Like at all, because.
But I've never like been too close to anything maybe, you know, happening, but shit happens there for sure.
Okay.
I mean, Maybe you just hear about it more.
Yeah. So shit happens more because, again, you're close to the border, right? Number one. Number two, it's a hot spot for the cartels, right? And you know, all the stuff. You know, there's all the obvious. Okay. You know, where I live, you know, we're the furthest away from any of that stuff, and we're like a tiny little city in the middle of the jungle. You know what I mean? And you know, there's a whole thing with, you know, where I live, but it's very safe. And you know, we can get into that in other episodes. We've talked about that, but you know, we're talking more about Ensenada, and we're talking about Mike over here. We're talking about that, all that here. So, you know, at the end of the day, with all that going on,
I mean, I still really like it there, no matter what they say, because I still have like my group of friends that I've made, and
but do you feel
I feel safe. Okay. There was one,
safe.
Shit happens, you know. Like things happen to people all the time, but I've always felt pretty safe there, and I've been there for 2 years now, so I feel like I know how to just like, you know, just keep an eye out for yourself. Just be safe and observant, and as long as you're with somebody else, especially, like, just don't be doing something stupid in the wrong place. You know,
because I mean, to me, like I saw that happening, but it's like, well, how is it any different than what we were seeing in the U.S. not too long ago? You know, in fact, what was happening in the U.S. seemed a lot worse, right? And a lot more dangerous. But at the end of the day, nothing really out of the ordinary, nothing crazy. You know, nothing I wouldn't see in any, you know, certain situations in any bad neighborhood in the U.S. or other places, you know? But at the end of the day, it really didn't affect you unless you were really, you know.
I mean, just don't, you know, if you're involved with the wrong people. I mean, of course, like I was saying, there's the one instance of maybe someone's car was taken and used in some kind of a...
like a GTA.
GTA style type thing. But, you know, it's like no one got hurt really there. But, you know, like, what is that, like 1 in a billion chance of happening to you? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So... at the end of the day, it's all good, okay? Because a lot of people, worry about these things, but because a lot of people, like, how do I say, like, I see like other YouTubers out there that they're older and they live in like a Jeep or what is it, Maslatan and shit like that. And then look, again, I'm a dumb, gringo, I guess. I mean, whatever. I know I'm learning about Mexico as well here, and I don't know. It was like a while ago. I was looking up where Maslatan is. I'm like, well, and then like it's in the middle of Sinaloa. It's like, bro, and like, Cartel Central, and like that's where all the retirees are and shit like that. Because like, again, why? What the hell, man? Isn't that dangerous? I mean, in comparison to the U.S., at least what I've seen in the U.S., compared to what I've seen out here, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I've been to Mexico City. I've been to some, a few areas. I don't know. It feels safer out here. You know?
I mean, I've never felt too unsafe at any point there.
So cool. Yeah, I'm looking over the questions here. See what the next question is, right? So, I guess let's just ask them some basic run-of-the-mill questions. What do you hate about Mexico, I guess, since we're already...
Well, I guess I like the food.
Okay, yes.
I like that it has so many different climates and just things to experience from a nature perspective, just like going to different beaches and mountains and, all of the different cultures within Mexico, all the different languages and just culturally speaking and, I don't know, I think it's like a very rich place.
Yeah, like a big melting pot, you know what I mean? Yeah, more than a lot of people know, and like he was saying with the nature, because a lot of people just have the misconception of Mexico with the desert and donkeys or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because I feel like everybody just thinks of Mexico as like Tex-Mex, and really it's more than that. I mean, obviously Yucatan is a whole other universe than the north.
Yeah, because out here we have, where I live, we have the cenotes, which is like those underground, the watering holes, we got the beach, Cancun is not too far away, we got the Mayan temples and the Mayan, culture. When you go to like Mexico City, Guadalajara, that's up in the mountains, there's places out there with, a lot of snow and ski resorts, the desert, the beach,
Ensenada is all about surfing.
Yeah.
Being outdoors, skateboarding, BMX. Mountain biking.
Yeah. Southern California. Type stuff,
of course. It's like very influenced by like California and all that, like extreme sports and fishing
and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean it's super cool out there because it's like, again, like if anyone's been in the Southwest, like anywhere, from Arizona to Vegas, not Vegas, Nevada, all those places, New Mexico, and you go down to like the Baja area, it's similar, but it's very different. You know what I mean? There's like its own.
Yeah, I mean, even architecturally speaking, like when you look at the houses, it kind of just looks like maybe California or other parts of like the Southwest. Whereas you come here and it's like completely colonial and different.
Yeah, in fact, out here, again, for anyone that's familiar, it feels like I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine, Florida is like a city that's like, it was built in like the 1500s, by the Spanish, just like here. And and the architecture and everything is just so similar. So like out here, like it feels like old Florida. Old and new Florida for in a lot of, things. So like it's funny and interesting how the U.S. and Mexico has such a, so like how do it's like they're like almost one thing.
Yeah, they're woven together.
Yeah.
There's a long history.
Yeah, and it's like, I really didn't know that much about it until like I myself moved out here and I was like introduced to it. Wow, how close really both cultures are. And again, speaking of which, that's why we can live out here, even at, our young age, even though I'm an old fart, 41, you're 31. Our friend, which you're going to see later, again, the saxophone guy, that we showed you guys earlier, we're going to, talk to him, in another video, I'm sure he's going to still want to, talk and hang out. And we'll get his perspective, why he lives in Merida, why he moved out here, what part of the U.S. he's from and all that good stuff, and what his reasons are. And again, he's your age as well, like 30 or something like that. And there's a lot of people moving out here for many ages, for many reasons, but for the main reason, I think the main reason most of us are moving out here is for freedom.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I do have a lot of freedom. You deal with the dogs barking and the parties going late and things that, maybe bother most people. The really bad roads, at least in Ensenada, some of the roads are pretty fucking shitty. Like, I mean, you have to go so slow when it floods because you don't know where the holes are anymore.
Same here. That's why I got that big truck, man, because it helps, with the...
But it's like everything's pretty alive here, and I think people value here living a good life more than, working your whole life.
Exactly, yeah, we're here,
even if it means just like, sacrificing other things, I guess.
Yeah, but for me, like, I don't feel like those things are sacrifices, you know, because it's like the way of life out here is just so much better. You feel me? And you know, like you were just saying, like, you know, like it's you know, like everything's like family oriented and things are just a little bit more pleasant, you know, they're just nicer to live in. Anyway, you know, again, you know, well, we're not single guys, you know what I mean, anymore, you know what I mean? But like, it doesn't matter whether you're a single guy, you know, my friend is, you know, I'm a married guy, you know, you're right, you got a girlfriend or no?
No.
You're just, you know, okay. So I guess he's a single guy. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking wonderful life, you know, we're back home, you know, unfortunately it's not. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's just, you know, another reason too, I think, right? I think a lot of young guys are moving out here.
For
the senoritas.
Oh, yeah.
Or a lot of girls, you know, a lot of girls are moving out here. There's a lot of young girls moving out here too, you know what I mean? The same thing, you know, for the guys, you know? Because, you know, that's a problem. I guess, you know, we don't have to get into all that. You know, sorry. I mean, what else? Anything else?
I mean, I guess from what I like, well, I guess from my perspective, just coming here and visiting a good amount and living over there, you can definitely tell that maybe here, like, people are a lot more conservative in some ways, at least in Mérida.
Okay, so you're
compared
saying
to the north.
So you're saying the Yucatan is a lot more conservative and a lot more. Okay, than where you live.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, it's definitely more expensive where I live.
Okay.
In general, I mean, I don't know how much the average things are here, but I think based on my going out and spending money on stuff.
Well, I mean, you've been out a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's more expensive over there. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's because of the dollar. Because, like, for example.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the proximity to the border is, you know, makes things more expensive. But you do actually get a better, I think, exchange rate sometimes being closer to the border.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You kind of get more bang for your buck, but everything is more expensive.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to Oaxaca, things were cheaper in Oaxaca, but things were more expensive in Mexico City. You know, obviously, Okay, but things are expensive in Ensenada.
I mean, I think in comparison,
Okay, that's cool. But I mean, that makes me feel good because I thought things were getting more expensive here, but I guess, you know, they're still pretty chill. Yeah, because you got this huge ass Airbnb. Because a lot of people are actually now, right? But you come out here to, you know, vacation, and a lot of people, you know, when they come out here, I've noticed, you know, because I meet up with them that they're staying in hotels and stuff like that, and I thought it's because the whole Airbnb thing was getting expensive and stuff, but you know, he just told me you're paying how much, 700 something, or
yeah, it was like I think 700 pesos a month
for a house. I mean, I don't want to give you a whole tour, but it's like a house, okay? Like, I had a huge pool back there, the size of my backyard. You know, it's just like a whole house. Like, how many bedrooms? Like 4 bedrooms or something?
I mean,
like, Jesus,
you could probably make it into that many.
Yeah, and so
we're on the outskirts of Centro, so it's maybe like 15-minute walk to Paseo Montejo.
Okay, and when I did my walk and talk the other day, and it was like at the, you know, at the hotel, you know, by Paseo Montejo, I think it was like over definitely 1,000 or 1,500, or I don't know, double the price, at least double the price of what it is here. So that's good to know that you can still get really nice, awesome Airbnb, stay in a house out here, and get the full experience, you know, because again, you're like, you know, stone's throw away from Paseo Montejo and etc. You can walk out there, and at the same time, you know, you get the experience of living here, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you still got, you know, the 6th store, the outside.
I mean, you're like right in the neighborhood.
The neighborhood, Okay, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So I guess that's it. I mean, do you want to add anything else before we get out of here and you know, have more beers? We gotta hit that mezcal. You know, we've been holding back a little bit. You know what I mean? We've been trying to. You know, we were hitting a few beers, right, trying to soften up a little bit.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, you know, we have a lot of alcohol to drink and things to do. And the wifey's about to get here. You know, so anyways. So, anything else you want to add?
No, just, I think if you want to move to Mexico, I think as long as you have a good head on your shoulders and you keep yourself straight and, you know, at least are working enough to qualify, you're going to be just fine. And shout out Ensenada.
Yeah, shout out to Ensenada. And just to shout out, even if you don't qualify, aka you can be out here in your tourist visa.
Yeah, I mean, you could still, I think, do the whole tourist visa thing. I mean, I've never had a problem with all those times that I drove in and out with my car. They never said anything. I mean, I told them I just rented a place, which I was, and that was it.
And that's it. Easy peasy. Right? Cheesy peasy, right? Easy. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So,
good luck.
guys, all right, you already know what's up. So what we're going to do now, I guess, look, I mean, I got the camera. We're probably going to shoot some footage out and about, so I guess I'll show you some cutscenes there if I didn't already show you while we were, you know, filming here or, you know, we're watching the interview. Anyways, guys, we got to start drinking and we got to have some fun. So, guys, you already know what's up. Thanks again for watching. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's watch some film here and then we'll get to the outro. Is it the outro? The ending? Okay, all right. Here, watch this. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today, interviewing Mike, hanging out with Mike, having some beers with Mike, going out with Mike, and just hanging out, all four of us, doing it just like how we do out here in Mexico. Have fun, party, enjoy life, right?
Yeah.
Just Viva Mexico. So, with that being said, guys, you know the deal. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Salud.
Salud. See you later. Bye, guys.